Rccg City of David is currently being audited by KPMG, which is not an Rccg financial and audit practice. Wow. It was necessary to get an external auditor because before now, most of the provinces under the Apapa family were not audited by Rccg auditors. The source noted. Meanwhile, Pastor Charles Pandey, who replaced a former pastor of the Redeemed Christian Church of God City of David Parish in Lagos State, Iluyomades, resumed at the parish on Sunday. According to the Church Times, on resumption, Pandey first introduced himself to the church and then preached on the subjects of heaven. Pandey urged members of the members to welcome one another to church during the second service of the City of David. He said, "Are you really happy to be in church today? For those of you who are just coming for the second service, it is important to tell you that I am called Pastor Charles Monday. You need that name because you are going to tell somebody that on behalf of Pastor Charles Monday, you are welcome to the church today." Hey, hey, this man don't take position. The new sheriff in town. Before going to the main service or main message, he prayed that God will remember the City of David for good, quoting Nehemiah 13 verse 14. According to the report, the parish is being audited by a notable audit firm amid an allegation of 320 million naira debt following the suspension of Iluyomades on June 1st, 2024. Iluyomades was suspended for 3 months by the church's governing council after a panel was constituted to investigate the allegations against him and the parish. He was asked to resume at the church's headquarters after the suspension. The embattled pastor, fondly called PID, received a letter of his suspension 2 weeks ago and was immediately replaced by Monday of the church's Restoration Parish Region 11. Iluyomades, who is a special assistant to the RCC General Overseer on Christian Social Responsibility, has been in the eyes of the storm following the elaborate 60th birthday of his wife, Shiju, shortly after the death of the then Chief Executive Officer of Access Bank, Herbert Wigwe, who was a prominent member of his church. Punch Online had gathered that the pastor was suspended on 2 issues bordering on the audits of the church and the alleged resistance by the pastor to be transferred from the parish. However, a source in the church who prefers to be anonymous told Church Times that the parish is currently being audited by an audit firm which is not an RCCG financial and audit practice. The source added that the audit was necessary because RCCG auditors did not audit most of the provinces under the Apapa family. They don't usually audit them. Or because this one and a big money they involved now. Iluyomades, the erstwhile pastor of the church, was suspended on June 1st following complaints and allegations against him. He was asked to resume at the church's headquarters. The parish is currently being audited by KPMG, which is not an RCCG financial and audit practice. It was necessary to get an external auditor because before now, most of the provinces under the Apapa family were not audited by RCCG auditors, the source added. During the Sunday's church service on June 9th, one of the pastors made the announcement stating that the church paid about 15 million naira for the construction of the Trinity Tower between June 1st and 8th. Okay, the church paid about 15 million naira. Okay, the pastor, however, told the congregation that the parish had an outstanding 320 million naira debt, which was indicated in the financial sheet displayed on the screen. Okay. So this matter, we dey look am, we dey touch light as e dey go because it's very, very, very important. In one of these articles that came out, RCCG has been saying that they want to do things in an orderly manner so that everybody will be carried along, so that they will show transparency, integrity, because you cannot be talking about this, because when you look at Redeem you will know that they operate just like most of these companies. Most of these companies, there are a lot of things that all the processes they follow and in doing their things. So in this kind of a thing, when allegations have been coming out about the Pastor Iluyomade, that shows that something is brewing for them to be doing auditing, because I don't think, maybe because it's a big church and with that kind of amount they spent or they borrowed to build that church, of course there will be need to for them to do a very thorough auditing, because as it is now, they are going to be dragging them. Only God knows what is in the documents. They are going to be dragging them. It is not Iluyomade they are going to be dragging. And again, for Iluyomade to even do that, maybe he has already separated himself from the church so that the Access Bank will not come and be holding and dragging him. So if they want to drag anybody, it is the church. This shows that his name is not even in the documentation they use in borrowing money. That is what it means, because if his name is there, it will not be easy. And I'm sure maybe they are aware of all these things. Only God knows. But let's keep our finger crossed and let us know what happens at the end of the day. So guys, let's say your opinion. Thank you so much.